All right, so I think this is good enough for what I'm trying to show here. Let's disable our volume. And we'll go back to the Scene Explorer and turn off the full-size scans so that we're just seeing the volume. Project Explorer. I will click on the project name and click Save. Next, we'll want to export our pipelines. I'll accept the defaults. All the line numbers are checked. Meters and my path. I'll click OK. Next, I'm going to switch over to the box select, and I just clicked Alt-B to do that. Select all of your scan data, and then you would click a point and run the batch point cloud export, which I've already done in this case, but let's say that this was an actual volume created with the volume tool. So for example, if I just wanted to export this area, I could apply the volume, and then using the box select, Alt-B, select that scan data, switch to the point mode, select a scan point, and then batch point cloud export. So I'm going to be bringing this in, all this data into Recap, which can then go into my Autodesk Plant 3D. The E57 or the text file option is how you would want to export that data. So I'm going to click Close. We'll clear that out. And then let's switch over and take a look. The center lines inside Plant 3D. First, we have the scan data, and let's pull that palette over. So I have all my scans. This is what I exported from Kohera3D piping, and then brought those into Recap, and then I attached my point cloud. Let's delete the point cloud for a moment, and let's get rid of these two. So these are all locked layers. Let me unlock those, and I'm just going to choose Layer Delete for my command. I'll select Name, and let's just get rid of everything that I have in this project. So first, let's insert our Dxf file. This is what was exported from Kohera3D piping. All of these will come in as the center lines that we just saw. So let's click that, open, choose OK. It's asking to redefine the block because I already had it in there a moment ago. Okay, so now we have our center lines, and then we're going to attach the point cloud, which is the RCP file. All right. And then here you can turn off various scans. Now, if you use the text option when you're exporting, instead of each of these scans coming in as a separate scan, for example, here, let's close the spec editor. See, all these have a scan name. So scan 20, scan 21, scan 39. And that's what each color here is a different scan as well, because I exported it as an E57. Now, if you do a text file, you can give this entire volume one name, and then you will only have one name right here. So say you called it volume 1, and you exported that as an entire volume as a text file. When you bring that into Recap and then bring that into an Autodesk program, such as this one here, instead of having all these independent scans, you'll have just one file there that reads volume 1. And then you could do a volume 2 and a volume 3 and so on. And that'll make it easier to turn items on or off as you're working with them. So let's go to top. And I like to make adjustments to my point cloud. I like to have the detail at 1. And then you can even set some transparency if that makes it easier to see. I have my line weight option turned on so that I can see these center lines a little bit better. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide some layers. So I'm going to hide these and we'll just focus on the overboard line. Okay, so we'll switch to top view again, and I'm going to use the cropping tool for the point cloud. And let's put the point cloud on its own layer. Which you can see I'm doing here. And right here. So switch that to point cloud. That's fine. I had it turned off. Turn it back on. All right. And then I'm going to grab the cropping tool once more, select the point cloud, rectangular. Oh, sorry, that layer was accidentally locked. All right. So this here, I believe, was an 8-inch line. Yep, 8-inch. And we can confirm that here actually if we need to. So home, 8-inch pipe. Let's route that pipe. We'll snap there, snap here. Now what you can also do is explode these lines. What you'll need to do first is unlock them. They come in locked by default. And then you can use the line to pipe command. I'm going to turn off the point cloud. I'm going to unlock this layer. And then I'm going to explode it. So then we'll click line to pipe or type in the command plant convert line to pipe. I'm going to select no for erase because I want to keep my lines. Select them, click enter, and then we have our pipe. And if we recall, this one here is a short radius. Now, Autodesk will sometimes disconnect your piping when you change one of your elbows. You can sometimes lock one of the pieces in place and it won't do that, but that doesn't always work. So I'll just delete that and then reroute and connect.